Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to Sakura Succubus 2. My name is MS-Punker1, and we shall continue here now and see what happens to Hiroki in his new life. Well, last video I think we had some goodbye party or celebration party or something with Marina after she had to return back to Tokyo. The next day arrives, and with it comes Marina's departure from Ryokan. After that, time moves more quickly than ever. Before I know it, it's Sunday. And with it comes my eventual departure from the countryside. I need to be back at work tomorrow. Since I want to be well rested and well prepared for the daily grind, I decided to leave early in the morning after a healthy breakfast. I packed my suitcase and hauled it all the way to the nearest train station. Then I wait for my train. Nice station. The train station itself, sorry, it's rather small, almost dilapidated, I guess. There are only two tracks, one for each platform. I can only see one, but okay. I can see hills in the distance and bushes. My immediate surroundings are studded with trees, maples, like the ones I saw on the walk with Marina. We're swaying in the breeze, the leaves rustling. The roof, which stretches above the platform, is rusty with age. I wonder how old this train station is. I'm sure it's older than I am. Might be even older than my parents. But I doubt it's older than the likes of Marina and Hifumi. Yeah, but I doubt it isn't older than. I doubt it's older than the likes of Marina and Hifumi. It might be in the 30s, but that's only in human years. I know now after speaking to Hifumi that time passes differently in the Succubus realm than it does here. Her age is probably closer to 100, maybe 200. So, does that mean time passes faster or slower in the Succubus realm? Think about that's little freaky. Well, think about that's little freaky though. So I try not to at least. I had a pleasant time in the countryside, but now it's time to leave my Succubus companions behind me. It's time to think about work. That was my intention, at least, but Ayu has a neat twirl. Her long orange twin tails flutter, as does the heavily ruffled hem of her skirt. Ayu and Cosmos argue all the time, but this might be one of our most pointless debates to date. Kind of remind me of those two fairies from that one movie about the sleeping princess, Cinderella. Seems very succubi, they even have wings, though we're hidden right now. Ayu suddenly runs on me, her hands on her hips. Now, how did I know it was going to come to this? I always seem to get roped into various spats. I like green. Green. Ayu pulls a face. Hey, what's wrong with green? What? Is that a reference to something? I don't get it. Ayu seems to go because she nods consently. And of course they say that if we're trying to be cute. Marinas? Cosmos opens her mouth, perhaps to respond, but Ayu's shrill voice steamrolling over her. Huh? Ayu glowers at Cosmos, her hands planted on her hips. I can agree with Cosmos a little bit where it's all the things makes it maybe a little blending. As you get blinded or something. You're just like when you look around right at the sun or something. What, you don't wanna know hear what you are just 20 something? Ayu presses her palm against Cosmos' mouth, effectively muting her. Muting her. I press my fingers to my temples and give them a massage. I hope to have a quiet journey back to Tokyo, but things didn't pan out that way. When Ayu and Cosmos heard I was going home today, they decided to follow suit. They packed their own bags, checked out the ryokan and accompanied me all the way to the station. I told them that they didn't need to bother. Ayu has a few more vacation days left, and since Cosmos is technically self-employed, she doesn't need to answer to any bosses or whatever. She can manage her social media accounts from anywhere in the world as long as she has access to a Wi-Fi. I don't want to cut your holidays short. You can stay here a bit longer if you'd like. Don't you want to make use of the hot springs? That's what I said to them, but they weren't buying it. In fact, their response went a little like this. As well, at least you confess or agree that it's fun to have me around. Mhm. Which is it? When I started fighting, despite the early hours of the morning. Well, those two always fight. There's nothing new about that. We've been arguing like this on and off for a good half an hour now. We kept it up while we were packing their bags, checking out over Ryokan, and while we walked to the train station. My ears are ringing. I can't take much more of this. That's why I wanted to return to Tokyo on my own. I like both Ayu and Cosmos a lot, but they're a lot easier to deal with individually. When we're together, they butt heads like mountain goats. I might be a mature woman. Ayu's definitely not 18, no matter what she claims. But we're both acting like little kids. I feel like a preschool teacher. Right, so does that mean that every year for humans is around 10 years for Sakubai? If she said that, if they said so that Ayu is only, let's say, 2 human years older than Cosmos. Mm-hmm. He says that Cosmos, enraged. Her body is stiff and tense like a cat, ready to pounce. She has a point there. Ayu, that is. Ayu takes hold of her twin tails and starts swinging them at Cosmos like Shaku. Nunchaku. She hits Cosmos over and over again, screaming and hissing all the while. Cosmos cowers beneath her burning thoughts of Ayu's righteous anger. She holds up her hands, trying to ward away Ayu's attacks. But Ayu is relentless. Compared to the other Succubus sisters, Cosmos is pretty frail. She doesn't have a demanding office job like Marina, and she's never had to perform on a stage like Ayu. Cosmos is a neat shut-in, more or less. She can't withstand Ayu's blows, and so it's inevitable that Ayu pushes her back. At this rate, Cosmos is going to get pushed onto the train tracks. I can't see any trains arriving, but this could be bad. It could be really bad. I know Succubi are stronger than most humans, but I doubt even their durable bodies would be able to withstand being hit by a train. I will stop it. Cut that out. I call out to Ayu, but to no avail. She's so pissed she isn't paying a blind bit of attention to me. I don't know what to do. I feel lost. I'm afraid my relaxing trip in the countryside will end in bloodshed, with little bits of Cosmos spattered all over the train tracks, but Ifumi to the rescue. Ifumi, the fourth member of our quartet, comes between Ayu and Cosmos, and she rests her palm on her hand, and she rests the palm of her hand gently on atop Ayu's head. She's stroking her hair like one might call a feral animal. And it seems to be working. Ayu is still pounding her cheeks flustered with residual anger and shame, but she doesn't try to wiggle free of Hifumi's touch. Maybe does she try and pursue Cosmos, who's currently hiding behind my back, her arms wrapped around my waist. As for what Hifumi is doing here, well, when she saw me checking out this morning, having Cosmos in tow, she decided to join us. Family outing, huh? And that's exactly what happened. Hifumi packed us a lunch box using leftovers from her breakfast and checked out on the ryokan with us. I did have a few doubts about letting Hifumi accompany us. But now I'm glad I relented. If it wasn't for her, Cosmos really might be sprawled on the train tracks. Damsel style right now. Damsel. Ayu looks at Hifumi, abashed. I think. Her cheeks pale pink. Ayu looks down shyly at her shoes. That's what Ayu says, at least. She looks kinda either drunk or very lustful. But when Ifumi finally lets her hand drop from atop Ayu's head, I see a small smile playing about her lips. She must be happier than she's getting on. I just like that. She's awful at expressing her true feelings. Left might as well be right with her. Up, down, sky, ground. I said left is right and up is down and sky is ground. Every other thing that comes out of her mouth is the opposite of what she's honestly thinking. She really is a headache. Sometimes, however, Ayu's genuine feelings are able to overwhelm her. Overwhelm her contrarian nature. Right now, I know she means every single word she's saying. Finally, after years of bad blood, it looks like she's been able to forgive Hifumi. Succubus live longer than humans. They can hold grudges longer than most humans too. But even they can't change. And they can change. All it takes is a little bit of bravery. And a whole lot of honesty. Once Hifumi successfully diffuses the tension, our journey back to Tokyo commences smoothly. We get on the train without further incidents and spend much of the journey engaged in idle conversation. The train stops at numerous out of the way stations, but nobody gets on. We remain the only passengers in our compartment. The shell of the train rattles around me. I never much cared for public transport, but it's quite relaxing. The green scenery that ripples and undulates beyond the windows makes for a pleasant sight. During our journey, Hifumi hands out morsels of food. She seems determined to fatten us up like a mother hen. The food tastes pretty good, despite being whipped up at the last minute with leftovers. Hifumi offers us a variety of rice balls stuffed with numerous fillings. My favorite are tuna mayo, and there are hefty flasks full to the brim of miso soup. Hifumi asks anxiously as she watches us eat. And believe me, it's more than enough. This food is delicious. Really, truly, these rice balls are so good I can't get enough of them. No, I'm not exaggerating either. The film is cooking is godly. I mean, awe that she can create something so wonderful from so very little. This is the sort of food that could make any guy fall in love. It's almost enough to make me consider taking Hifumi up on her offer of being my wife. Waking up every morning to the smell of Hifumi's miso soup sounds like a dream. But roughly 2 hours later, the dream comes to an end. The train finally pulls in at its last stop, deep in the heart of Tokyo. I step off the train and say goodbye to Ayu and Cosmos and Hifumi. We spent a relaxing week together, but now it's time for us to go our separate ways. I have work tomorrow, and I'm still not sure if I'm really ready for it. I wish I could have rested just a little longer. I got more time off than most. I should be thankful for what I have, rather than wishing for things I don't. Hifumi's rice balls helps fortify me. I can still taste her miso soup on my tongue. Hifumi, Ayu, Cosmos, and Marina might not be by my side at the present, but I'm sure they continue to support me. They believe in me, and that gives me the motivation to keep going. Okay, well, I think that's a good place to end this video at, so hope you liked it, and if you did so, leave a like to it as usual, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!